Hello, hi there. My name is Sunil Yadav. I am going to talk about what is coroutine dispatchers. So, last few lectures we did talk about coroutine context, suspending functions, and launch coroutine builder. So, how we can use coroutine dispatcher. So, let's get started. So, a dispatcher is determine which thread or thread pool the coroutines run on. So, basically, through the dispatcher we can enable what thread is going to be what thread our thread pool is going to be part of coroutines that is going to run on it. So different dispatcher are available depending on the task specified. So where we have four types of the dispatcher or default do some CPU intensive processing task here if you are using dispatcher or default, and like main thread basically update in UI driven applications, like if you are using Android application. So basically through the main thread you can update the UI, and through the other task you can do through the other dispatchers like IO or default or unconfined, right? So useful for CPU intensive work if you are using default. Main basically use Android, and IO useful for network communication for reading writing files. Unconfined start the coroutine in the inherited dispatcher that call it basically, so it's going to be inherited from the parent dispatcher. As new single thread context, you can create like focus creation of a new thread, so we can create one thread as well if you put just thread. So I'm going to try to explain here is, and before that here we can see dispatchers and thread. So we can see here launch builder is saying is coroutine or context is optional, if you up to you how you want to put and how you use for depend upon use case. So not confined will work with the main thread here we can say. So if we print like I'm working on the thread, so we are using default dispatcher worker one unconfined, and unconfined running under the main thread. So let's try to see all the example here. So I have created one example here, so we can see the launch dispatcher dot main. If I try to uncomment it, and try to run it. So basically what I am doing here is I am just trying to do run blocking under here. I am just trying to launch all these dispatchers. So under the launch it's optional, you can provide individual dispatcher. We can say here if you see dispatcher dot then it's all dispatchers available, default main, default IO, and unconfined. So I'm going to say main, and if we try to run it similar, I put it unconfined one. So if you go to command B, so we can see here and all the details is put it here. So let me try to run it this example, then I will explain you one by one. So basically we can see here error here, reverse error module with this main dispatcher is missing. Add dependency provide main dispatcher in Kotlin coroutines Android. So basically this is work for Android. If you are displaying something in UI and you want to launch with the main, it will not going to work here. Okay, so let me comment out and let me try to run it. So we can see the unconfined thread one. So basically the first one, if you can see, right, unconfined one running with the main thread, and unconfined two is running with the default executor. So what is mean default executor? So it is going to be, so let me see here. So basically unconfined not unconfined. So here is unconfined, not unconfined. So will work with the main thread. So basically it switches the thread. So suppose what is current thread is running is going to be part of that thread. So here is I'm saying unconfined. So the unconfined one is the what thread is currently running is main basically, right? So if you see I'm printing the thread, so thread is giving the main name main. Now after 100 millisecond we are launching, we are again this coroutine block is going to run, and is going to invoke this println method. But before that we are running default. So default main thread, main default thread is default dispatcher worker one. Here the default dispatcher one is creating, and now we are getting IO thread. So IO thread is now printing here worker 2 thread, another thread, and now we are creating own thread like new single thread context with my thread. So now the last thread is executed, this one. So new single thread is my thread. Now if you see, right, so this thread is going to be part of this thread like default executor, because this is part of default executor, right? This is going to be launched, right? The executor coroutine dispatcher. So this is going to be default dispatcher is going to executor is going to run, and that is going to part of associated with that one. So depend upon your use case, you can use any one of it, and create different thread. Okay. So here with all the example is written. So unconfined, how we can use unconfined, how we can use launch. So we can see here like unconfined is launch under main if we run it thread, and here we are launching another thread. So after delay in a thread in a main. So and so now you see is part of default executor is going to be part of running into associated thread. And in more details you can refer all the description here. So command V, if you do. So what is trying to say, the coroutine dispatcher that is not confined to any specific thread, it execute initial continuation of the coroutines in the current call, right, frame, and lets the coroutine resume in the whatever thread that is used by the corresponding suspending function without managing any specific mandated policy. Nested coroutines launch in this dispatcher form an event loop to avoid stack overflow. Event loop semantics is purely concept and have no guarantee on the order of the execution, except all the queued coroutines will be executed on the current thread in the lexical scope of the outcome unconfined coroutine. For example, the following code. So here we are launching dispatcher dot unconfined, printing something, and then we are launching again with context unconfined, nested unconfined, print ln2 can print 1 2 3 and 1 3 2. This implemented DL can be changed, but it is guaranteed that done will be printed only with the both contexts are completed. Yeah, so basically the both context going to complete. Note, if you need your coding to be confined in particular thread pool, but still want to execute in this current call frame until the first suspension, then you can use optional continuation start parameter. So let me run it, this one. Let us try to understand it. Where is the jobs dispatchers? Okay, and let me just print the thread name. So unconfined one thread. Control C, and we are again nesting one more thread here. 2, and like we can say here we are outside, right? So what thread is here is going on outside. So we are here, right? So in this thread, like we have top like we can say unfind 3 here just to print. And this will be outside, then it's going to be Okay, so let me run it. So we can see, right, so the main thread is running, so unconfined one is running with the main thread, right, because we have not switched any context here. So this one is running with this one, and also unconfined thread is 2 is also running main, so all thread is running main, right. Now let's change this one IO here, just change the thread. Now this is changed, but let me put here one more unconfined with context. Unconfined, sorry, and let's put this like unconfined 4, just I'm saying inside, and it's going to be just 4. And let's try to run it. So here we top unconfined 2 is going to run its default dispatcher server worker 1, and its 4 is also going to run the same. So generally whatever is part of the thread is running, they are going to associate with the same thread, right. So that's a beauty of this unconfined objects. If you are using unconfined and with context, basically whatever context is running is going to associate it with that one, but if you specify other than unconfined is going to be part of that. So we can say here, right, so both thread are same. Now if we delay something here, right, let's do the delay here, just for delay for 1 second. Okay, let's try to see what is the change. So 4 now is running a default executor because it's moved out from this context, because after delay everything is completed, right. So we can see 4, so unconfined 2 is printed, so outside is also main, basically main is the outside on, and after 3, so unconfined 2 1.4 is running the executor, default executor. So context is changed. So thank you so much for your time. Hope you like this session. Please subscribe my channel and share your feedback.